Hello and welcome back to our channel, How We Move the Decimal. In this channel, in this video, I talk about how we make extra money and what we use that extra money on by doing several side hustles, most of them selling on eBay, some garage sales, and some Facebook Marketplace. This video follows my process. Both my husband and I do this. We're both part-time. We both have other jobs. He has a full-time job and I have several part-time jobs, and we have 3 children. So this is a very part-time endeavor for us. In fact, in this video, my youngest child makes an appearance, so I have to blur out the corner as she plays with her Play-Doh while I photograph. I like to do everything in batches, so I will source in batches. We like to go to the bins, so the Goodwill outlet that is closest to us, which is like 2.5 hours away. We like to do that twice a year, once in the summer, once in the winter. Unfortunately, we have not been able to do our summer run yet because I had hand surgery. In this video, I have not had my hand surgery yet, but I had hand surgery. I just got my stitches out, and I am brace bound for 6 weeks. So I don't see myself going to the bins and risking re-injuring myself and making everything that I just went to completely worthless. So unfortunately, we may just get one bin strip this year. I would like to get it in before January 1st so I can get it in the taxes for this year, because I like to get twice a year in the taxes. But we source once or twice a year there. We do use local thrift shops. Unfortunately, our local thrift shops, we are in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest. I'm not getting crazy brands. The crazy expensive brands for us are like Banana Republic. So I don't have a lot of access to that stuff, but I do have access to Levi's and Carhartts and other brands like that, farm brands, 511 Tactical. I do have access to that stuff around here, and I will find that. But I have to get slightly more creative in my thrifting because of what is and isn't available. Now I source, and then I like to batch photograph because I do use our dining room table and I don't want to inconvenience us that much. I will batch photograph, and I will usually do like a weekend. But now that the kids are back in school, I'm hoping to do it during the week while they aren't home, so I don't have issues like I did today with my daughter wanting to play on the table as I was using it to photograph, or playing with items that we are photographing. So I do a bunch of photographs, then I save them on my computer and I trickle them out listings wise. I like to make 5 a day, but I'm happy with 3. There's no clear cut line there. My sales are increasing steadily as school starts because I have bread and butter brands, and as you can see here, like I'm photographing dress shirts, jeans, nothing fancy or crazy. However, some of the stuff we've sold lately has been odd stuff that doesn't really fit what we normally sell. I just sold a perfume yesterday, and we normally don't carry perfumes, but we did have this one and I sold it. I happened to run across it. It was a Philosophy perfume. If I can run across Philosophy for less than $5, I will pick it up. This was new. It was still sealed. So I picked that up and sold it within a week, which was really, really nice. We have been doing a lot of local auctions lately, which gives us, again, weird-ish, not bread and butter stuff. I have a bunch of vintage shampoo I picked up at an auction, so I have all of that to deal with. And I still have some drafts. My kids did all go back to school this week, so I'm hoping to have more time. However, my job, so my non-eBay job, did pick up this week too. I'm fairly busy work-wise for all of the month of August. It tends to calm down a little bit once we get in a groove in September, so I'm hoping to have more time in September. I think as an adult, we just go through I just need to get through this week. In my head, I'm like, after this week, I will blank. After this week, I will get this done. After this week, I will get this done. When you have children, the first week of school is often very hectic, a lot of figuring out schedules, a lot of high emotions, a lot of cranky kids. So I'm trying to deal with all of that and figure out what I'm doing this week and trying to get back into my routine, trying to get them back into their routine. And fall sports are starting in 2 weeks, which can be a bit of an issue. I was also very happy that because of what we've sold on eBay just this past week, I was able to sign my children up for tumbling. And since I was able to sign them up for tumbling, I used the profits of just what I sold this week to pay for my 2 daughters to do tumbling. And my middle child has been very excited to do tumbling because she missed out on it when the pandemic happened. So she was very into tumbling, not gymnastics tumbling. This is just floor work, nothing crazy. She's not going to be like Junior Olympics or anything. But she was very into it and she liked doing it. And then COVID shut it down and they never brought it back. And I kept looking around for another local area that was having this. This kind of tells you like the area we're in, no one else was holding tumbling. Like I would have to drive 30 minutes to an hour to get her into a tumbling class. So, but our local park district just included tumbling for the fall, and I was able to sign her up, and which I feel good about and kind of vindicates why I sell. Again, I'm not paying my bills with this. I'm not buying a Tesla with this. I'm not starting a course on how to do anything. I'm literally paying for tumbling. So I didn't have to take anything out of the family budget because I had it there. I had it in the separate account we use for eBay to have the money in case of emergency. My hand surgery is another example of this. I had to have emergency hand surgery. You know, doctors tend not to mess around when you completely tear a tendon in your thumb and can't use your thumb anymore. So I've gotten the first round of bills just from the hospital, not from the surgeon, not from recovery, not from any other things, just the hospital. And I was able to pull that money out of our eBay account. Now, we kind of use it like an emergency fund, like a savings account, but I know I'm not going to have to cut back on my groceries this month because we had that in the eBay account, which gives me more motivation to sell on eBay to replenish the account. So, you know, if a tumbling class comes up or if a drama class comes up or, you know, soccer or swimming or any of that stuff comes up or a field trip or camping or something, or they need a supply, they need a new ball, they need new cleats, which my son will need new cleats because he did move up a shoe size this summer. All of that I'm able to pull out of the money we make on eBay. My goal was never to make this a full-time job, but to supplement so it doesn't hurt as much. And I think that's kind of the best we can ask as a lower to middle class family is to be able to provide the activities, to be able to pay for the new shoes. School supplies are psychotic this year. They're so expensive. So to be able to do all of that, that's all I'm asking from eBay. Now I do know a lot of people are pulling out. We're going to see the tax stuff change after the first of the year. I've always paid taxes. I just don't want to get audited. It's kind of like the you don't speed if you don't want to pay the ticket. I don't want to get fined, so I do that. Unfortunately though this year I haven't had a lot of expenses. So I need to look into that and look and see what I need to take off as expenses in this coming fourth quarter. We are approaching fourth quarter, which seems absolutely insane that fourth quarter is coming up, but it is. It'll be here before we know it. We have like 6 weeks until fourth quarter, and I am seeing that a little bit with my sales. I'm seeing an increase happening, very steady. Again, I'm looking more at like 1 to 2 sales a week, not large quantities of sales, but I am noticing, you know, one or two more sales a day picking up, which is nice. I've got no issue with that. And now that I've started back up at work, I'm close to a post office, so I'm not putting extra wear and tear on my car or spending extra money on gas to get to the post office, which is quite nice. But, you know, I've been watching videos of other resellers, videos of people thinking about going into resell. It's not, like maybe if you were on Whatnot or something, you'd have quick, immediate gains. I still haven't decided if I wanted to even look into that, let alone try it. I don't know what I would sell. I would have to get like all of the same size or all of the same type, and maybe I would do something like that. Or if I, did vintage shirts or vintage jeans, but I don't have enough quantity of items to do on Whatnot. I do have like vintage slides that I could probably have enough quantity of to do, but I just don't know if I'm going to take the time to do that and add something else to my plate where I am doing quite fine on eBay. I never got on Poshmark when it started. I didn't get on Mercari when it started. I do Facebook Marketplace, and I do like local buy sell trade groups, and that is quite nice, and that works out quite well for me to offload large quantities of inventory. We're going to have a bunch of toddler toys pretty soon that my youngest has outgrown that I will just offload on Facebook Marketplace. I won't list those on eBay. If I have furniture, it's going to go on Facebook Marketplace. If you need to like source stuff, I would look at Facebook Marketplace or local buy sell trade groups or local free groups. Some people just want you to take their stuff so they don't have to worry about it. And the nice part about that is a lot of times they're grateful, and sometimes they have more stuff. You're like, oh, do you have anything else like this? Then you can ask them that. I mean, don't be pushy about it, but you can ask like, I collect these or I'm into these. Do you have any more of this? And sometimes they'll have more and they'll give you more stuff like that. Coming up on Labor Day weekend, our local library takes over our Civic Center and has a huge $5 bag book sale. And those go crazy. There's so many Amazon sellers there. It becomes quite annoying. This is one of those things where you want people to move very quickly through, and if somebody just sits at a table and scans every single book, you can get quite bottlenecking and annoying to deal with. It's like, I know, get your bag, that's great, this is your thing, but I'm almost like, just pull out a whole stack of them and take them somewhere else, scan them all, and bring them back, because you're interrupting the flow scanning. But last time we were there, it was just all you kept hearing was the beeps of the scanners, and all you saw were people scanning. Some people had handheld scanners. People come from like all over the area to come to this book sale, not just our town, but they'll come from other towns. So it becomes quite hectic. Sorry, I'm back. I got a phone call and I don't even remember what I was talking about. But I was talking about the annual book sale at our Civic Center, which is huge. It's absolutely amazing. It's so big, but it's so competitive that I don't even go there half the time. And if I do go there, it's for fun. It's not for sourcing. I'm not competitive enough. I don't know the book market enough to do that. I'll go there and look for like personal books for my children or myself or my father-in-law, or books that I can use for work. But I usually don't go there for finding books to source. And I'm trying to get rid of the books I have because they don't bring me joy, as the Netflix show would say. So it's not my bag, it's not my thing. I'm not going to go source books there, but I'm hoping now with my children in school I can hit up local thrift stores more and be able to do that. Thank you for watching my video, and please tune in and watch others.